Hello, everybody, and welcome back here to St. Clair Saints Rock League. Once again, Jackson and Pride Brown joining alongside Nicholas Kermit Malosh. And, we do have our break coming to an end here. We will be hopping into a game here in the next couple seconds. But with that being said, we do have a little bit of a lineup change here coming through from the Saints tonight. Rather than Comp, Spoods, and Jay, we're looking at Comp, Spoods, and Fusion. So it's definitely something to keep an eye out for, and I'm excited to see him in the lineup here tonight.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be different, change of strategy, and the chemistry on that line. That's going to be drastic difference. You build this chemistry all last semester, and then you come in and throw a new guy in. So yeah, I don't know how much it'll change, but again, having that much time with a teammate and switching it like that, it's kind of shocking.
Yeah, I definitely see where you're coming from. Fusion definitely he's been on tons of practices with these guys, been in tons of scrims with them, and he's actually came through and started for a few times for us last semester still as well. So to see him in here, I'm not too worried by any means. I don't think it's going to affect my prediction a whole lot by any means, and I am excited to see him actually get some playing time in here right away to start off the season. So St. Clair, let's see how they can do it. With that being said, it is going to be Fusion on the attack right away. Could he be the first one to score? And he does. Comes in the game, 13 seconds in, and Fusion finds the back of the net. What a start to the season.
Yeah, he gets a little fake here, and then, a little bit of flick, and a misjudgment there by McGill. I did not see who that was, but again, it's just playing style right there. Gives Saints a 1-0 lead, 13 seconds in.
Yeah, so Fusion in the offseason actually did sign with an organization outside of the Collegiate League as well, and that is going to be Vexo Esports, and he's been doing some good work over there, so it's exciting to see him come through in this lineup here tonight, playing on the collegiate side of things. So let's see how this one goes, but it is going to be Comp and Fusion looking to defend off the ball. Fusion will take down Lucky Man with a demo, and that could be a shot for McGill on the net, but it's going to be quickly sent away for the side of St. Clair. Good Spoods defense, and that is going to be now translating into an offensive play.
That was a great center, just nobody was there from either team. That could have been an open net goal, but again, Saints clear it out pretty good, and they're keeping on the offensive attack, trying to get a cushion of a lead here. That's going to be out front, but a little bit misjudgment, and then a good flick to clear it, but it's not out yet. Comp's going to keep it in and keep it in the corner, try to get another offensive push.
Yeah, we'll see. Fusion keeping the play alive there in the corner, like you were saying, but it will be the side of McGill able to sneak it away here. And now quickly sent back over to the McGill net. Back and forth very much so in the beginning. Still only a one-goal game after the next minute or so have passed. And it is going to be McGill looking to put this one back into a time on attack. St. Clair definitely going to be winning the attacking side of things as of right now. And Comp, good defense like that is exactly why.
Yeah, that's what wins games. And he just stole a boost there from McGill's end. So that could, later on in a push, actually have a huge advantage for the Saints, but as I say that, McGill's going to have their own opportunity. That's going to be centered, get a shot on, and Comp with a big save.
Yeah, he's going to be able to save that ball out twice there, so twice the work going in from Comp, and definitely going to be rewarding as St. Clair will be able to maintain their lead. Spoods was going to be the one to send it out here this time around now, and it is going to be a shot on the McGill net, but going to be an easy save for Lucky Man to stop that play from coming through.
Fusion up there, make it off to the corner a little bit. That's going to be a shot on goal, and Bray is going to score. Tie it up.
That's a really nice play there. Fusion not able to do as much work in the air there as he wished. And then Bree going to come through here and just knocks it in. Spoods was there trying to defend the ball. There's another player, I believe that was Comp, trying to get it out there from the side of McGill. But they will connect on the back of the net here, finding their first goal of the season as well. Now about halfway through this game almost, and we got a 1-1 game here between these two teams.
Yeah, and I think this is what McGill actually needs to open up the scoring. We've seen how Saints did that, but Fusion just put it in his own net, and Bree's going to have two.
Yeah, that's definitely interesting. You see the double commit there from McGill to try to force it in the net. Doesn't go, but Fusion coming in a little bit too hot and ready, and he's like, oh no, I wasn't anticipating this ball to be here right now. And he does actually find his second goal of the night, but this time onto his own net. And it is going to be the side of McGill leading 2-1. St. Clair going to be trailing and on the back foot here now, nearly halfway through this one once again, and Comp is going to be the one to try to get it out of the corner here, but actually it's not even going to make it into the corner.
Yeah, that's going to be a nice, I thought that was going to be a nice center, but it was a pinch out towards the mid. But McGill going to have a shot here, keeping the offensive pressure alive and trying to cushion that lead a little bit more. You take what you can get, and that is a blessing. That's going to be Spoods with a hit in the corner. Going to get himself. That's going to be wide open. Fusion's there to put it away. Number 2 for Fusion.
Yeah, that's a nice one there for Fusion to be able to make up for, giving up that last one to McGill. So Spoods with a nice little center off the backboard. Fusion just going to get the cleanup, and he will do so. That's a tie game now at 4 goals scored, 2-2 apiece. And that is now going to be McGill fighting to regain a lead here for themselves. St. Clair battling to take this game back over and put themselves back into the driver's seat of this one. But it's immediately sent over to St. Clair territory, but not long after. Spoods going to get the clear, and now almost a center, but McGill shutting that one down.
Yeah, Fusion's going to keep the pressure on. Spoods got the demo. Nobody is there, and that's a hat trick for Fusion.
Yeah, Fusion gonna pick up 3 here. He wasn't even supposed to be in the starting lineup tonight, I don't believe, but he's gonna come in here for Jay, and it's gonna be working out for him. That's a third for him already on the board with only about 3 minutes actually being played through. They will gain a lead here now. St. Clair, they want to build that cushion though, like we were just talking about for McGill. McGill, they were up by 1 goal just a few seconds ago. Now St. Clair up by 1. They want to build that to a 2-goal lead or 3, and you know, have yourself sitting a little bit more confident.
Yeah, you see here, Spoods fakes out the one defender, flicks it over 1. It's up in there, but Free with the save, double commit from the Saints. Not going to hurt him too bad, as their pressure is still going to go. Spoods with another center, and nothing quite there. McGill going to clear this and try to get on attack, try to tie this game up.
Yeah, I mean, St. Clair put a lot of resources into that offensive play right there, so it is nice that they were able to get back and defend that play just as they wanted to. But now it is going to be a 2-on-1, I believe, for McGill here on the offensive. A comp going to get through with a big save there. And that is going to be Fusion now on the offense, once again carrying the ball. At this point in time, if you're McGill, you see Fusion with the ball on his car, it's definitely going to be a problem.
Yeah, I would be scared if you let Fusion. You don't let him get any open air, and Comp's going to go. He's going to get himself a rebound, but hits it out. That was great defense by Lucky Man and McGill as they keep themselves alive. I mean, it's only 1 goal, but 1 goal is better than 2-goal deficit. So,
yes,
Saints,
indeed.
Can they have an open net? Big save by Lucky Man again, keeping them in this game. 44 seconds left.
Lucky Man's been doing a lot of work here for the side of McGill, and like keeping them in the game is a big one, like you said. Compass had 3 shots now that have been all over the post, and it just hasn't been working out for the Saints. Still maintaining a lead, but you'd think they'd have a little bit more of a cushion with the shots that you've seen come through from the Saints here lately. It's just going to be McGill's defense going to be coming through here now, and St. Clair is trying to shut that one down, shatter it, and potentially gain a 2-goal lead. But McGill, if you're going to find a goal, you got to do it right here, right now. 15 seconds is all you got on the clock.
Yeah, they have 1 more push here, but that's going to be on net. It's going to sit out front, but 10 seconds left or until the ball hits the ground, as long as the ball's in the air. Comp's going to air dribble this, but it's going to be cleared off to the corner. They need to hit this. It's up still, and it's going to touch the ground, and St. Clair is going to take game 1.
Yeah, and St. Clair, they, you know, as much as they do take game 1 and take a 1-0 series lead, that was a lot closer than what I was anticipating it to be. We had some great McGill defense. You see Lucky Man there, 4 saves on that game. So it's been some unreal play so far from both sides. McGill actually did maintain a lead for themselves there in that one as well. So both teams really showing that, hey, this is anybody's game to take. St. Clair going to squeak by with the first, though.
Yeah, and I mean, Saints lit up the net. They shot 14, scoring 3 of them. So, I mean, they're getting the shots that they need, and the defense from McGill is keeping them alive. Unfortunately, they did drop game number 1, but that's nothing to be down about. Move on to game 2, and I think they do have a chance.
Yeah, I think it's all about staying consistent with that defense. If you're McGill, it looked like they were choosing their battles pretty nicely. Like, they didn't overcommit when they had to. They didn't, you know, not devote as many resources to a, you know, an offensive push as they could have. They were pretty good all around. You know, they played it safe. They played it so, you know, they could keep this one within reach at all times, and that's exactly what we saw come through. It's a 3-2 scoreline in favor of St. Clair and a 1-0 series lead here. However, this is a best of 5, so there's still a lot of work to come through here if you are the Saints and you do want to close this one up. McGill, though, really not looking to let St. Clair get up on a 2-0 lead in the series, because that would really make it hard for McGill to claw back, winning 3 in a row.
Yeah, I do honestly think if McGill wants a chance to win this series, I do think they have to take this game and not let Saints go to a 2-0 lead. We've seen what they can do at 2-0 leads, so definitely not where you want to be. But again, who knows? We've casted reverse sweep, so anything is possible. It's Rocket League.
Yeah, so it looks like we're getting a little bit of a change of scenery here, moving over to a new arena, hopping in this one, and the Saints still maintaining that 1-0 series lead, but let's see what they can do here now in this game number 2. This is anybody's one to take, but Saints have had some good offensive opportunities already. Fusion finding a shot off nice and early into this matchup, and it's going to be Lucky Man taking out of the defense, trying to translate to an offensive play. But that's Fusion and Comp just working together so nicely, going to get a shot on the net, not going to go, but super close and good effort there. Spood's going to try to keep the play alive as well, and St. Clair really devoting a lot of presence to this offense. Comp going to get stuck away from Lucky Man once again. Lucky Man is going to be in player to watch for the defense side of things.
Yeah, defensive player of the game, maybe, but we will see as that one's 50-50 centered towards their end, but McGill keeping it out of in front of the net, trying to get out of the zone. They just did, and they're going to have an opportunity here. Bree's just going to miss it by barely. That could have been the goal, opening up the scoring. That could have been huge.
Yeah, Spoots is going to go big there to get that save to come through, and it is actually going to be Bree getting sent out way too far, and this is going to be a great offensive opportunity once again, but it just looks like it's not going to be going through here today, so Fusion and Spoots are going to be, falling off back onto the play, playing their defensive side of things here right now, and it's a shot coming through from Bree, but Comp will be there for the save. And this is now just going to be the ball bouncing around towards midfield. Spoods is going to be the one to put it on net. And the Lucky Man defense not going to be there, but Bree is. The rebound is connected for Comp, and the back of the net is found. That's a 1-0 lead for the Saints in game number 2 and in the series.
Yeah, that is huge. That rebound, Comp's just there at the right time. And, stuff like that, that's the goals you want. Tough, grinding game, and you come out and score a goal like that. Relieves a little bit of stress, but again, it's only one goal. It's nothing to be safe about. You are not safe.
Spood's defensive play has been very strong here as well in this game, so that is good sight to see if you are from the Saints, and the offensive pressure looking pretty decent as well here from St. Clair, really choosing their battles nicely, and Fusion going to be looking to find his 4th of the series. It's going to be bouncing all over the net, but it will not actually go in. We're nearing the halfway mark here of this game, so definitely some time has been burned off the clock here for the Saints, but with it only being a 1-goal game, they really want to make it a second, and that is exactly it. Comp will find his 2nd of this game, and that's going to provide St. Clair now a 2-0 lead in this game number 2 against McGill. McGill going to have a little bit more work to do here now on this one.
Yeah, Spoot setting up that rebound gorgeous to Comp and, open up that scoring. You got a little bit of a cushion. That's a little bit more of a breather, but again, stuff like this, if he missed the ball there, just a slight, the game's changed, and Lucky Man, again, almost with the goal there, but Saints defense is holding up strong and on an offensive push already.
100%. Spood's going to be up and high and in the corner, but it's not going to be him finding the ball in that play. Comp sent back on the defensive side, and honestly, this is like a 2-on-1 for the Saints for a second here, but it's going to be quickly sent back to midfield, and Bree actually going to get the demo off on Comp, so this does provide some wiggle room for McGill to take this one out of their zone, but not according to Spood. Spood's going to keep that one in play here now, and Fusion following it up with that one. Center there, but no, Bree quick on the defense. Comp is all alone in a 1-on-2. What can he do? Looks like his defense is going to make it work.
Yeah, he's going to get the ball cleared with a pinch there from, I think that was with Spood, so. And Spood's again with a defensive push. That's going to leave the net wide open, and nobody's quite there.
Wow.
Lucky Man with a save to clear, but it's not over yet. That's going to be Spood's up in the air trying to get a shot on goal, but Lucky Man, again, doesn't let it drop in front of the net.
Lucky Man's a pretty lucky man here today, I mean, the ball was just sitting there on the goal line for about 10 seconds or so, and it didn't go through, but now it does. Spood's going to find the 3rd of the game here for the Saints, and that is now going to be a 3-0 scoreline. McGill backs up against the wall with just over a minute here on the clock. I mean, what do you do if you're McGill here right now? And personally, I think you got to devote a lot of your resources to the offense here now.
Yeah, I don't think there's no time for defense right now. You have to throw everything you have. There's nothing to lose at this point. You have to throw everything you have on your offense and try to get something started. You score 1 goal, who knows? Maybe that rattles the brain of the Saints, and maybe the couple more in a minute. We've seen some pretty big comebacks, so
we always say it, it all starts with 1 goal, right?
Yeah,
I mean, that's something we always talk about here on the Saints broadcast, but Now under a minute left in McGill. I mean, the clock is definitely something they have in the back of their minds. It's definitely changing how they are playing this game, devoting more of their pressure to the offense. You see the triple commit come through there. It's just not going to go as the Saints defense is looking a little bit too strong. Now Fusion translating it to an offensive play, and he's going to cut off both of those players. He's going to go in and try to sneak that one through, but Lucky Man going to be there for yet another save for the side of McGill. I would be very interested to see how many total saves he gets in this series.
Yeah, maybe we should get production to
we got 4 in the game. We got 4 in game 1. We'll see how many he gets in game 2 here in a second.
Yeah, which is just insane how many saves he's there. His defensive rotation is unbelievable. And I mean, that's huge for games like this. But again, Saints trying to get one more goal before the timer ends. And I mean, 3 goals in 10 seconds, that doesn't sound possible, but who knows? But yeah. I think it's over.
I think this scoreline is also a totally different series, without Lucky Man on the side of McGill here. McGill, they all have a few players that have definitely been making some impact plays here. Like Bree, definitely been translating some of the, defensive plays into offensive plays. So good play all around from the side of McGill, but Lucky Man is going to be that standout player for me here right now that's really keeping the scoreline as close as it is. A 1-score game in game number 1, and then now in game number 2, it being a 3-score game. So, I mean, hey, it's not the worst in the world here right now, but it is going to be this side of Saints taking a 2-0 lead, and that is going to leave McGill now forced to win 3 games in a row, and I mean, that's just never an easy task.
Yeah, I mean, you just need to win 1, right? You need to score that first goal in this game, and it's going to be tough, especially against the Saints, and Saints have that, hey, we got 2 games. We need 1 more to take the series. So I think they got to be careful, but I think you throw everything you got at it, again, at the offense.
Yeah, for sure. So here we go, game number 3. The Saints are on series point here in this one, and it's going to be actually the Saints finding an early one. Fusion, I think that's his 4th or 5th of the series, and he's going to start this one off now. Only 10 seconds into this one. Fusion, what a start to this.
Yeah, that's his 4th of the series, so so that's looking good with this team. They know they can have good sub if they need it. As we see here, it's opening game of the season. That's going to put another one. I thought that was in, but Addy with a huge save and, keeps it a 1-goal line, and they're going to try and get something started here.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, here we go. It is going to be Addy looking to turn this one into a little bit more here once again. Luckily, he shot away for the side of Fusion, though. And now Fusion once again. I mean, Fusion's been on the prowl all game long, and it really does provide me a little bit more confidence in the depth of the Saints Rocket League roster here right now, proving that, hey, if a player can't come to a game or something like that, there's an emergency situation, we do have, some good bench in place to actually make this one work. But Addy, we've been talking so much about it here, and will actually find the back of the net. So 1-1. That's going to be McGill's 2nd goal of the series here, 3rd goal of the series here, and a nice one at that. That's going to tie up the game now, 1-1, and St. Clair going to have a little bit more pressure on them here now.
Yeah, I think the big thing there was Bree won his 50-50, and that's what really opened that. He sent it out front and nobody on defense. So McGill tying this up, and I think that's exactly what they need. They have a minute into the game, this game, and I think it's exactly what they need.
Yeah, there's still lots of time to work with here for both of these teams to try to establish a little bit of a lead for themselves. And, I mean, at this point in time, it is going to be Comp trying to find this back of McGill's net. But, I mean, that McGill defense, we talked about it all night long. It's not going to make it easy here on the St. Clair Saints. But this one dribbling right around in front of the net, and it slides through. Spoods will find that one there, and 2-1 for the Saints as they regain a 1-goal lead in this game number 3 and on series point. If you're McGill, you are got to be getting a little bit here stressed out here now.
Yeah, I mean, that was Spoot's goal with the help from Comp, who hit him in the back and, gave him a huge boost. So Saints leading this 2-1. Still plenty of time left for McGill to come out and, get another goal and try to pull off the lead, but I think they've got to focus on getting 1 goal. You don't want that mentality of being 1 more goal, but they're in that mentality.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, right? You got to have that mentality where you're like, all right, let's just tie this one up. Like, let's just get ourselves an opportunity and just take it 1 step at a time, step by step here. Because if you look a little bit too far ahead of yourselves here, if you're McGill, I mean, it just looks like a lot bigger of a situation than what it might actually be. All it takes is 1 game for McGill, and this whole series is absolutely changed. So we'll see how it plays through. But, I mean, this clock is definitely ticking, and the Saints are still holding on to a lead. We're nearing the halfway mark here in this one once again. And I mean, right now the Saints may be leading. You know, McGill getting some good shots in the net, but if the Saints find one more goal, I'm very concerned for the side of McGill.
Yeah, this is a gorgeous pass as you say that, but what a save by Bree! Oh my
goodness.
That was on the goal line. Gorgeous pass, gorgeous shot.
Beautiful, yeah.
Gorgeous save.
Everything about that play, absolutely beautiful from both sides. You know, McGill finding that perfect save to end that one off. St. Clair was I mean, that's a stellar shot. McGill with a huge save going to come through. Brick wall defense from McGill here so far in this one, but you see it again there. Lucky man going to stop that shot from Comp, and now at this point in time, I mean, St. Clair, they're still firing away shots in the net. They're still trying to, you know, up their lead up a little bit, but McGill not letting it happen. Now this is going to be an offensive play, and it's going to be quickly turned around. Comp has got this one trickling into the net, and Comp will score 3-1, and the Saints will gain a 2-0 advantage, or two-goal advantage.
Yeah, that is a huge goal for the Saints, but I mean, if you want this, 2 minutes left, you got a fairly big cushion. I think if I'm the Saints, I'm not stopping the offense. I'm going to push that, you know, try to say, hey, we're the best team in the league here.
So I wouldn't push the offense, but I swear, if I see the Saints triple committing right now, I won't be happy. I mean, that's a lot different now that Addy will actually find that goal there from McGill. I wasn't even really anticipating to see a goal there. There's so many Saints in front of the net there, but Addy will be able to just sneak one through, an absolute sniper up to the top corner, and now McGill, you know, once again, only at a 1-goal disadvantage. St. Clair, though, I completely agree, right? I mean, I feel like St. Clair should be definitely keeping that offensive on, but you just are in a point now where you don't have to make any risky plays at the same time, though.
Yeah, you don't have to do any triple, even double commits, but the one plays and, oh my.
These are fast shots coming in the net. Like, I mean, these are good defense from McGill. Like, I could not fathom having the safety of shots coming in at, you know, the 90 kilometers an hour. They're all coming in so quick and, like, so last minute on the deflection. St. Clair, you'd think a lot of these, one of these would connect and go through, but no, McGill, the defense is so strong here today, and it's something I just want to reiterate over and over. But Addy looking to find the second goal of this one, going to find the post on the Saints, and that's going to be one you really wish you had back now with only a minute on the clock and still trailing by a goal. We could see anything change here in a second, though.
Anything is possible, and last one back is going to get a shot on goal. Big save there by Fusion.
Spoots.
Oh, Spoots. My bad. I was looking at the wrong spot. And McGill trying in for, you know, try to get one more last push here. Try to keep the ball in their end for the last 40 seconds, and something's got to give for the Saints. They got to make Saints mess up with something.
Yeah, if the Saints get a good clear off, it's really deadly to the side of McGill. It just burns so much of this time off of the clock, and this is exactly what I mean. Spood sends it over to the corner. Now, if he can follow this one up and just keep it in the McGill corner for, you know, 10, 15 seconds, that's going to really put a time restraint on the side of McGill to find an actual goal to come through. So you see Comp there take it out from underneath and just keeping it in this McGill territory, and they're doing exactly what I said. They are keeping this ball in the zone. You know, St. Clair not getting too aggressive, though. Spoods and Fusion both playing around midfield. Lucky man coming through with the shot. It's going to be rebounded, but not able to go in. McGill had the net. They had the opportunity, but it's not going to come through. The Saints will find their first series here in the NACE Starleague, starting off 1-0 against the strong McGill squad, and a banger of a game at number 3 coming through for us here. And everybody from the side of the Saints will find a goal in that game as well. And it's a 3-0 series cleanup here for the Saints. But wow, what a game here, Nick.
That was just unbelievable. Your prediction was right. Saints did 3-0, but again, a powerhouse of a game. That was two beasts going at it. The scoreline 3-0 doesn't
no, it does not
define
do
the game.
It really does not do it justice there, because these teams battling absolutely back and forth. We saw 2-3-2 games there in map number 1 and 3, and then, you know, we did have the 3-0 in game number 2. That might have been a little bit more St. Clair favor, but overall, it was pretty solid, and that is 9 saves for Lucky Man. That's an average of 3 a game, which, I mean, you might not seem like a crazy amount, but 3 a game in Rocket League is definitely something of really high average to keep up, and that's a big play from Lucky Man coming through on the defense, but it just wasn't enough to squeak through a map or a series win for the side of McGill there. So the Saints will clean up that one 3-0, advance to 1-0 in the NACE Star League, and, you know, it's nice to see Fusion come through and actually have a great game for himself here as well.
All around, you know, he opened up the scoring in game number 1, scored 3 goals there. I think he had four goals in the game, in the series, so looking really good. And then on the defensive end, he was there quite a bit. So I think they do have a solid depth in in players. So I'm excited to see what the Saints can do this semester.
Yes,
This
I know
season.
we are all very, very excited to see all the Saints Rock League action. You know, there's always so much of Saints Rock League action with all the teams and players that we do have underneath us, but stay tuned for more of that coming on later this week. But that being said, we do have an Overwatch game to head to here in a very short amount of time. So Overwatch going to be starting at around 8 p.m. here tonight. That's going to be up against the Ryerson Rams here. So once again, 2 Canadian schools, 2 Ontario schools, absolutely just battling it out here. So stay tuned for that one as we will be right back. But until then, I want to talk a little bit about our merch and some of our sponsors here potentially in the meantime. So I mean, you got the sweater on there. I got the crew neck, the jacket, the hat. I mean, it might be turned around, but we got some of the merch on. And so if you guys are interested,
I got the mask too.
Oh yeah,
oh, there we go.
Any of the Saints merch, you guys can, if you're interested, acquire.ca/Saints. I do personally really recommend all of the items, all very high quality and affordable here. So you got t-shirts, jackets, jerseys, crew necks, hats, masks, flags, anything you can imagine. So if you guys want to support your Saints, so show some love. Acquire.ca/Saints to get your merch. And yeah, I mean, Crunchyroll, we got some other sponsors and stuff. So let's talk about our first one here, joining us for the season being Crunchyroll. And you guys can get your 14-day premium trial for free at crunchyroll.com/Saints. Crunchyroll essentially the Netflix of anime. So if you guys, catch any of your favorite animes, most likely will be on Crunchyroll. Once again, 14-day premium trial for free at crunchyroll.com/Saints if you guys are interested. Thank you to our other sponsors as well, to Tim Hortons, Subway, the St. Clair SRC, and the St. Clair College Alumni Association. But with that being said, my name was Jackson Pride Brown, joined alongside Nicholas Kermit Malosh. This was St. Clair Saints Rock League. I'll be back on the mic with you guys in just a bit with Overwatch, but for now, Kermit, I mean, that's gonna be you joining us here for the night. I mean, I think I'm coming on here with Dan or something for the next one, so we are gonna be very excited to hop into Overwatch here shortly. Stay with us. St. Clair Saints esports action coming up next.